My name is Oisin Curran, and I'm an instructor here at the Beinn Mha campus. I'm just finishing up teaching a course on literature of the Gael. It's been a 6-week intensive course. It's been great, full of amazing literature, and the students have really responded well to it. I think they really enjoyed it a lot. We were reading mostly from big anthology of Scottish Gaelic literature called The Highest Apple, and as well as some other supplementary material with some local poets from around here in Cape Breton. And it's been, I think, great for all of us. Lots of literary discoveries, and we're getting into the kind of deeper understanding of the culture through literature. So that's been great. Yeah, some things that have stood out about this course for me have been the opportunity to get some great guest speakers to come in. We had Mary Jane Lamond come and talk to us about Fenian stories that she's collected over the years from people around here. And one of the things she talked about that was really struck a chord with all of us, I think, was the experience of sitting in a house and listening to people tell stories that they had heard from their families or other storytellers that went back 1,000 years. So that felt very immediate. It made the experience of reading these works feel even more immediate, and this because we felt we were taking part in an oral tradition and a continuous culture. Some other remarkable. So we had other speakers as well. We had some great local historians tell us about some of the local poets. Effie Rankin, in particular, told us about a poet who lived just down the road in Southwest Margaree, and was a poet whose work was known really well in Scotland, and to the degree that people didn't even know that he was from here. They thought he was from Scotland. And we've had a number of other really impressive speakers. And we had, just the other day, we had one of the people in residence here, Brendan O'Begley, came and sang us some songs and told us some stories from his home in Kerry in Ireland, which was great to kind of highlight the relationship between Ireland and Scotland, an ongoing relationship that stretches back so far in history. Some other special features of the course have been, I think, for me, one of the nicest things has been how enthusiastic the students have been about the reading that we've done. They've really seemed to have responded really enthusiastically to the bulk of the work that we've been reading, and I've been incorporating some creative writing exercises into that process to kind of riff off of some of the work that we're reading as a way of gaining a deeper understanding of it. So to kind of not just understand it from as a reader, but also as a writer, which I think has been I wasn't sure how that would go, if the students would like that, but they have really enjoyed it, it seems, and that's been really rewarding to hear them respond creatively to the work that the creative work that they're reading. I mean, I think exploring literature, learning about the literature of a culture is an insight, I think provides an insight into the interior world of a people, their imaginary world, their dream world, their understanding of their identity, of their concerns, their anxieties, and and their hopes for the future. And those are all themes that we've really seen consistently through the reading that we've done, is this deep love of the language, of the Gaelic language, and of the culture, the songs, the stories, the traditions, and a desire to keep it going, to keep and simultaneously all that work provides evidence of it continuing. It's continued life, and the sense, I think, that we're all coming out of this this intensive survey of the work that's available, is the sense that it's very much alive, and that's really heartening. I mean, one of the highlights I forgot to mention is we had a poet named Lewis McKinnon come to speak to us and read some of his poetry. And Lewis is a poet who was born just down the road here, and was named the Bard at the King of the Bards at the Maud in Scotland back in 2017, I think. And I think it was really great for students to see that he's a living poet writing about his own life in Gaelic, and he's a learner. He didn't grow up speaking it, so he learned it, and he's keeping it alive. And there are so many people like him as well, I think around the world really, who are doing that, and that's provides a great insight into the vibrancy of the culture, but also gives this special access to people's interior life, as it relates to their community as well. So that's really important. I would say to a prospective student that this is a really, really unique and lovely place to learn. I've been really really moved by how this place provides this really friendly and very warm environment to learn in. And every time I come here, I'm always think, if I had a chance to go to a place like this, I certainly would have, because it's hard to describe. There's a certain atmosphere here. The other day we are on a break, and I was sitting in the classroom, and I could hear some kids from the local Gaelic school coming and going to downstairs to the gym. And then I could hear Brendan playing his accordion, and I could hear somebody singing in the stairwell. And I think that's what will stick with me after this course is over, is the sense, the kind of the soundscape of the place. It just is very rich, as musical and lively and warm and welcoming.